wakes every morning, gasping for air from the scream she lets out in her sleep. At the very moment she closes her eyes, the demons pull her in so deep. With a stretch and a yawn, she faces the day, puts on a smile for everyone she meets. They don't realize the weight of her worries, they don't see her lack of sleep. She has to be strong for herself and her kids, 'cause tears don't put food in the fridge. She struggles each day, deciding which bill to pay, and fights to keep from falling off the edge. Some would say she's headed rough. Her life ain't been no fairy tale, 'cause it's hard to knock on heaven's door when you're kicking at the gates of hell. Kicking at the gates of hell, just trying to keep your soul.
Trying to keep your soul.
It's hard not to make the devil a deal when there's nowhere left to go but on a wing and a prayer. You just hang on, hoping not to break your fragile shell, 'cause it's hard to knock on heaven's door when you're kicking at the gates of hell. He tells his woman he'll be right back. He's just going out to grab a few things. It's hours later and he's not home when her phone begins to ring. It's another call from the county jail. They found him passed out again in his car. He promises he won't drink anymore every time he leaves the bar, but he battles the voices in his head that say his life's not worth the fight, and the only way he can silence them is to drown in liquor every night. Some would say his life's been rough, it ain't been no fairy tale, 'cause it's hard to knock on heaven's door when you're kicking at the gates of hell. Kicking at the gates of hell, just trying to keep your soul.
Trying to keep your soul.
It's hard not to make the devil a deal when there's nowhere left to go but on a wing and a prayer. You just hang on, hoping not to break your fragile shell, 'cause it's hard to knock on heaven's door when you're kicking at the gates of hell. We're all strangers lost in our pain, praying under the same moonlight. We're all holding on to whatever we can, just trying to make it through the night. But the good Lord always sees our fight, even when we stumble and fail. Maybe mercy waits a little longer for the ones kicking at the gates of hell. Yeah, some folks knock on heaven's door, some fight the flames themselves, but they're still holding on, still trying, while they're kicking at the gates of hell. 'Cause